What is up, Buttercup? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for all Pisces placements, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit, and remember that roles can be reversed. Okay? So let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces, please, Spirit? Pisces, very heightened intuition at this time. I heard they know the truth. I feel like this is somebody you're not talking to. Or you're in distance from, or communication is just lacking. With the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse, there feels like a lot of stubbornness. These are two different people. They're not ready to talk. Whoever this is, they're not ready to talk. It's like they want, that's the wrong way to put it. I don't want to say they want to be mad, but it feels very, it's almost like, you know, when you're just so angry, you just don't know how to shake it. It feels like that. Okay, let's put the King, yeah. Oh, a lot better. And then we put the King of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot of heartache between the two, though, because as soon as I separated, created more space, my heart got really tight. So let's see what the current situation is like for these two. What's the current situation for these two energies for Pisces? Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so both are overcoming this feeling of rejection or unworthiness, trying to open their hearts so they can be receptive to one another. Let's get in. What's the obstacle between these two? Very interesting. They're very much aligned with one another, but their obstacle is to just allow the relationship to move forward when it needs to. I think both people are so fixed on really wanting to create something really stable with one another. Like, both feel like problem solvers, right? And so with the World in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse, there's a new cycle that's trying to be created between the two of these people, especially with the Two of Cups. It's very supported. It's very aligned. But the obstacle is learning to embody this very nurturing, stable energy of the Queen of Pentacles, which is also receptive. It doesn't try to build, it doesn't try to force or push things forward like Wands might do. As you see, the Eight of Wands is known as the card of movement, travel, or forward momentum. In reverse, the universe is kind of like, slow down, allow yourselves to receive, because it feels like both people are like holding on to this in a different way, and that's going to create some constriction. Let's get one more with the Page of Wands, Two of Swords. Okay, and let's get, yeah, I was about to say, there's another over here. Ten of Swords. Tell me about the King of Wands. Beautiful, 2 and 2. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. So they're a true pair. We have the King and the Queen of Wands on the board. I like it. Ooh, 8 of Cups underneath. So we're walking away from something. Just be mindful that doesn't mean this relationship or the situation. It could also be walking away from a behavior. Okay, so just be mindful of that. So let's get into it. So this Page of Wands with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords, they're going through this lesson of learning to open up their heart space and not allowing their past wounds or like their inner child, like this defensiveness, to really get the best of them. The Page of Wands to me as a reader is the wounded child, because it represents the solar plexus, which is where our soul, our creativity is. And when that's made small, typically we oppress ourselves because of our fears or because of hurt or pain that we're holding on to. So they're needing to open their heart and just allowing this hurt, this pain, this ending, whether it be from this situation or the past, to really pass through them. And the reason I say this situation or the past is because it's a collective reading, so your situations are going to be different. And this could very much so be mirroring something that you've previously experienced. Okay, I've already talked about this. We've already talked about the current situation being the Four of Cups. I do think that these people would eventually come back together, just because with the Four of Cups as the current energy, it speaks to learning to open the heart space and accept the very things that you want and not to push them away out of your hurt or your fear. Because at the end of the day, I know it sounds cheesy, but everybody does want love. Everybody just wants to be loved. Everybody just wants to be heard. Everybody just wants to be accepted as they are. With the 5 and the 3 of Cups is the 2 of Cups upright. So the masculine energy, this King of Wands energy, is still working on releasing hurt and pain because they're still in the 5 of Cups. And so they're not quite ready to reconcile. So they're both basically in the stage of like mourning whatever transpired between the two of them. Okay. I kind of want to use this one. No, I don't. I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to this. The same 2 decks that I used for the Cancer reading. So Pisces, let's see what's going on for you. Let's go ahead and clarify. Lots of cards out for you, which I'm not mad about, but it's just a lot. So let's see. Let's start with the page. Let's see what's going on over here. And just remember that these roles can be reversed, okay? I kind of feel like that's you, Pisces. I feel like this is the person you're dealing with, so just be mindful. Some of you it is reversed though, because as soon as I said that, my heart was pulled here, which tells me some of you are really sitting in a lot of pain. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. So you're in the midst of really surrendering this pain, this 10 of Swords energy, and I like that for you. It feels very taxing. It feels very emotionally just exhausting, draining. What else do we have for Pisces? What advice? Love or guidance? Knight of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay, this person, it's not time for them to make any, to take action on anything. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. I really just don't want to get into it. Just don't do it. No, just don't do it. I know at times emotions run high and like impulsively you might want to send a text or make that call or reach out to them, but like really sit in the truest form of yourself and ask yourself why you're doing that. There's a deeper lesson to this than you think at this time. There's just a deeper lesson. I can't say what that lesson is because it's a collective reading. So if you want your individual one, go ahead and book it. But there's something here that you're not seeing quite yet, and something that you're going to see within yourself when you take the time to really reflect on it. Let's look at the Page of Wands. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So there's that scarcity mindset, lack mentality. There's your hint. And the 5 of Wands. So weird. Water signs. You guys are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I was just saying this in the Cancer reading. Having a lot of 5s in a reading, so the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, especially with one another, speaks to a lot of change. And you have the 5 of Cups over here. So you have 3 5s already. And we've only clarified 2 cards. 5s are indicative of change. This is a really big energetic shift for the both of you. I feel like this page is really trying really hard to overcome like this scarcity mindset. It feels like a lot of dedication to try and like be more positive, be more optimistic. But the thing is, like, it's kind of like self-gaslighting, right? So we can tell ourselves, okay, well, I'm doing all this work and I'm saying all these affirmations and I feel really good about myself and life is great and I'm positive and I'm full of vitality, but it doesn't heal. Reprogramming your mind to be positive is great. It is great, but it does not reach inside of you and get rid of the negative beliefs, right? They're still in there, but you've just kind of pushed them down further with all this positivity. What's even better is to reach down and address the scarcity mindset. Where was it rooted? Why do I have it? What triggers it? Why is it triggered there? Okay, how can I reframe the story I tell myself about that limiting belief, right? So if when you look at your bank account and it's below a certain amount of money, because money's just the easiest example with scarcity mindset, and you get triggered and you start sitting in fear and a lack mentality, that's your trigger. Below a certain amount, okay, I'm triggered. Why am I triggered here? Okay, why do I deem that as lack? Or what am I comparing it to? I still have abundance. The universe is still giving me wealth, right? It's changing the story you tell yourself. Well, I have the opportunity for growth. I have the opportunity, and now I have the space for an immense amount of income to flow into my bank account, right? The story you tell yourself, no matter how fantastical or silly others may deem it, it's your story. It's your story. So you get to reach in and look at the one you're telling, this looks a lot better than this, and work on it, and write about it, and explore it. Let's look at the 2 of Swords. But this person's working very hard to shift into a more positive mindset. I would just be mindful not to bury the other one. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. Ta-da! So as they open their heart and they heal this part of themselves, they are calling in a 10 of Pentacles. I'm gonna be honest. This person feels more likely to say, you know what, after I've done this healing, I don't know if I want this anymore. This person feels really pissy. They're still great. They're still loving, very attractive, but they feel a little pissy. Yeah, they're meant to have success. They're meant to have this 10 of Pentacles. We all are, by the way. But with Judgment, they're moving in alignment to their soul. They're moving in alignment to what is meant for them. And I love that. Love it. So let's look at this King of Wands now. Let's see what's going on with them. Okay, so we got the King of Pentacles, World in reverse. Yeah. Very similar to the Cancer reading, this energy. They need to, it's like they don't want me to say it. It hurts my heart to say it. And it's really not that, I guess, serious is the word I want to use. But to them it is, right? It's okay to slow down. It is okay to slow down. It's okay to invest in one thing and only one thing. You do not need to have your hands in a bunch of different pots and hope that every single one of them makes something incredible. It's okay to be slow. It's okay to be slow. It's okay to be gentle. Yeah, because with the World there and the Seven of Pentacles, they're really good at building. This is like the best cards to have if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in business, or if you're in sales, or if you're in just any kind of marketing really, or just money, right? They're really good. They're really creative. They're really artistic. It's just your stereotypical businessman energy. But with the World there, it's almost like they invest in a lot of things and they might not finish what they start, and that keeps them in a state of conflict. So for them, the limiting belief is most likely rooted in failure, especially with the Five of Cups here and the Three of Cups next to it. It's almost like, no, I can't accept help from anybody because I'm meant to be this really strong, independent individual. And if I were to ask help, that makes me weak. And that's a limiting belief. That's a limiting belief. It's not true. It doesn't make them weak, but they need to ask themselves, why do they think that it's weak? Did they have to fend for themselves in a form in their childhood that now translates to, if I can't fend for myself, then I'm weak because I had to do that when I was younger for my own survival? You know what I'm saying? Or for my own protection, or other people aren't trustworthy. There's a lot of emotional reasons as to why this individual is very independent. It's a great, but here's the thing. This is the best way to put it. Anything in excess is toxic to the soul. It is toxic. It's great to be independent. It's great to be incredible at your job, incredible at your work. But in excess of that really is a form of avoidance, right? And it keeps you in a state of conflict, and all you want is this peace, right? Why is it never enough, right? What is enough? Because once you reach enough, are you going to want more? Are you going to want more? When are you just going to be able to be? Just to be. Just be. Let's look at the Five of Cups here. I'm going to shuffle again. I don't like when they come out like that. Why is the Five of Cups here for Pisces? So we have Justice. Yeah, they're going to go through a really big emotional purge because they need to come and you both are going through a really big ending. Yeah, and the Five of Swords, there it is. So the opportunity has been here for this person to really address this inner critic. And with the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, it's more about their mental and emotional self. Whereas this person, it's more about their Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. It's more about how they allow themselves to receive and how they work towards their scarcity mindset to overcome it, right? Whereas this person feels like they're just kind of starting that journey of even acknowledging that they have a lack mentality in some area. Let's look at the Three of Cups in reverse. This feels like how they perceive the relationship. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They don't see this person as someone who they can rely on, but I'm not sure if that's solely for this person or if that's just people in general with this individual. Tell me more for the Three of Cups for Pisces. Yeah, Seven of Wands. No, they're just really, I don't want to say defensive, but I feel like they vet people very strongly. Yeah, then you have the Devil, Empress in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. So they struggle to receive. They really struggle to receive, and that's their fear. It's like, I fear not being enough, so I don't want to receive, because what if I receive you and then I find out that I'm not enough? It's easier just to walk away. They won't admit this for where they're at right now in their journey, but let's look at the Queen of Pentacles here and your obstacles. I feel like they see this person as a Queen of Pentacles in reverse because the reality is that they struggle to be in their own queen energy or their own feminine energy. Yeah, and that's what they need to heal. That's what they need to release. They're projecting a vision that they have of themselves onto the other. And so, and it's creating basically a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If you keep telling me that I'm not reliable, eventually I'm just going to stop trying to be reliable because I feel like it's never enough, you know? So, yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. They have a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yep. So let's look at the World, and then I'll look at the Four of Cups, and we'll close this out. Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. and death in reverse. Yeah, these two aren't done, but they're going through an ending right now. And if you have a period of separation, I wouldn't be shocked, because both people really need to sit with themselves and heal themselves. And this is like not surface level stuff. This is really deep stuff. With the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Cups here as the current relationship's energy, it's learning to review the parts of you that feel rejected or not worthy or not capable of opening the heart. Exactly. And then we have the Hermit and the 6 of Cups. So it's this internal review or analysis of our own past and our own relationships, so we can create this very balanced relationship, the 6 of Cups, because the 6 minus the 4 gives you the 2 upright. And so I do think that these two will come back together. It's just going to take some time. They're both going through their own healing. I feel like this person's at the end of the cycle. They're at the 10 of Swords. They're going to the 10 of Pentacles. That's great. Whereas this person, I feel like, is just getting to like the struggle of the 5s, and it might take them some time. That's okay though. Emperor, bottom of the deck. Yeah, you guys are a true pair. True pair. I like it. Very similar to the Cancer reading. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, I'd go ahead and watch that one too. But I love you. I wish you the best. And like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and check out my website for personal bookings, Reiki sessions, Reiki certifications, mentorship programs, classes, and more. And check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading and access to the monthly readings, moon cycle readings, weekly Patreon only videos, WhatsApp chat, and other things. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.